With results day just around the corner, I know how scary and overwhelming that can be. So in this video, I'm going to be talking you through exactly what to expect on results day, how to prepare for it as well, so you know exactly what to do on the day to make sure that you're not going to be overwhelmed, whatever the outcome is. So let me talk you through my 5 top tips for how to prepare for results day. Starting with number 1, which is going to sound incredibly obvious, but make sure you know when results day is. And not just when it is, what time you can go in at, and whether you actually have to go in person at all, or whether your results will be emailed. So for Scotland, the SQAs are going to be released on Thursday, August the 6th, whereas A-level results is going to be Thursday, the 15th of August this year. Now you can normally collect your results from 8 AM because that's officially when they're allowed to be released from, but this does vary from school to college. So do check what time are you allowed to collect your results from, and check, are you meant to be collecting them in person or are they going to be emailed to you? And make sure you're definitely available on results day, because if you don't get the grades that you need, unless you put on your UCAS application a nominated access person, then UCAS won't talk to anyone but you when it comes to coming up with alternatives through clearing. Number 2 is knowing what to bring with you to results day. So if you are going to collect your results in person, there's a few things that I recommend you take with you. And mainly that is login details and ID numbers. So make sure you've got your UCAS login details, your UCAS personal ID, and then you can actually log in once you've got your results. And if you need to go through clearing, you'll then automatically be given a clearing number as well. So have those 3 key pieces of information. Now you're only going to have a clearing number if you hit any of this criteria. You're applying after the 30th of June for a course, you didn't receive any offers or none that you wanted to accept, you didn't meet the conditions of your offer, this is the one relevant for results day, or maybe you've declined your firm place using the decline my place button in your application. So if you do hit any of that criteria, you are automatically entered into clearing and given a clearing number, which when you log into UCAS, you'll be able to find that number. And if you do want to know more details about what clearing is and how you can actually apply for a course using clearing, then check out the video that I released last week that goes through everything you need to know about using clearing in 2024. Next then, make sure you also bring a charged mobile phone. The reason for this is once you've got your results, if you do then want to log on to UCAS and look at UCAS track straight away to see if you've got into your university places, then it's useful to have your mobile there to be able to do that straight away. Or alternatively, you might want to do that to log on to get your clearing number, or to go to the clearing website on UCAS to start to look at what could you apply for now if you missed your firm choice, considering the results you have got. And then once you've looked through that, you're going to want to start calling universities as well. So it's useful to have a charged mobile with you. You also might want to have a charged mobile with you because if you do get really amazing results and you get into your firm choice, you're probably going to want to call a few people to celebrate and tell them. Now, going back to that point I said about using your mobile to log on to UCAS track to see if you've got into your firm choice, it's worth noting that UCAS track updates at 8:15 AM, or actually they state from 8:15 AM. And the reason they say from is universities will be putting the data in to say who has and hasn't got the grades to hit the offer that they gave, and that will be constantly updated from 8:15 AM. It depends how quickly the universities are putting that data in. So you could potentially check UCAS track before you get your A-level results, depending on what time your school gives them out and when you can go and collect them from. And you might want to do that so you can actually see, have I got my university offer before you go and get your A-level results? Because then you'll have a rough idea already of what grades you've probably got, and it might put you at ease, calm going in to collect those results. However, there's obviously the risk that you do check UCAS track and see you haven't met the offer that was given. And that would then mean you know you haven't got a particular set of grades. Now, some people might not want to know that in advance because it then makes it too scary and overwhelming to go and collect the envelope and see what you did actually get. Whereas some people think, well, I'd rather know that going in so it's not a shock when I open it, and so I can then get ready immediately to start going through UCAS clearing, first come, first serve, and try and get an amazing alternative. So have a think about it and decide what you feel most comfortable doing. I personally went for the option of checking UCAS track. When it was my A-levels, you could check it from midnight the day of your A-level results. So I stayed up till midnight, checked it, saw I got my firm choice. So that then meant I knew I got at least ABB and I could go to sleep and chill out, wake up, got my results, and I was like, I knew I was going to get at least this, so that's all good. But everyone's different, see what you'd feel most comfortable with. Number 3 is have support. I highly recommend you go with someone, whether that is a family member or someone that you trust, so that when you go to get your results, whatever the outcome is, you either have someone there to celebrate with you, or you have someone there to support you if you're feeling disappointed, or you know that you now need to take action quickly and start having a look at UCAS clearing. Number 4 is have a plan B. Now, obviously everyone has got their plan A, their dream, their firm choice, or the grades that they want to get. But the harsh reality of results day is not everyone is going to hit that plan A, and many people will have to go for a plan B. And that also happens throughout life. And guess what? I've had to go for my plan B many times in life, and I've survived. And not only have I survived, I'm absolutely loving life. So if you do have to go for your plan B, it is not the end of the world, and we're going to talk about why you should have a plan B and what that could be. That is a lot of B's I've just said. Oh, B, let's get you involved now. Speaking of a lot of B's, here's a lovely little B that's saying good luck to you for results day. So potential plan Bs for you could be, you open up your results, you haven't got the grades that you need for your firm choice. The first thing that I recommend you do as an option is get your raw mark, if it's not on your printed sheet, for your exams, and have a look online at what the grade boundaries were. If you were close to a grade boundary, and by close I mean maybe between 1 and 5 marks off the grade boundary, then I would discuss with your teachers there whether they think it's worth you going for a remark, and if so, which paper to get remarked. Because if you get that remark, you may well find that that gets you enough extra marks to bump you up, and if your grade does then go up to the grades you needed for your university place, they will then still take you. Another plan B to prepare for is start to think about, are there other universities you didn't apply for, or other courses that you didn't apply for that you actually think you would potentially be quite interested in and enjoy, so that you have a few thoughts about what you could do if you don't get the grades for your universities and need to go through clearing. And finally, it might be that you are absolutely set on a particular university or a particular course. If you don't get into that, you don't want to compromise and do something else. And instead, that means you need to prepare a plan B of taking a gap year and doing resits. So those are the 3 most common plan Bs people have. Check and see if you need a remark, going through clearing, gap year, and resits. So have a think what your plan B would be. And the reason I recommend you do this is that way you still feel in control, because part of the thing that feels so scary and overwhelming on results day of you not getting into a university is that initial dream is shattered, and then you're thinking, well, what on earth am I going to do now? I'm completely lost. So if you ever think about this in advance, you're taking back control. If that happens, then you already know, well, I've thought about this. This is a different route I'm going to take. It was my decision to take this route. Therefore, I'm still going to be happy with it, even though it wasn't my first choice. And the final thing is have something fun or relaxing planned to do with the rest of the day. Whatever outcome you get on results day, you all deserve to do something fun or something relaxing that day, because let's face it, A-levels was a lot of hard work. It was incredibly stressful, and waiting for results day is also incredibly stressful. So whatever the outcome, make sure you are treating yourself to something fun or something relaxing so that you get the reward that you deserve on results day. So that is it, my 5 top tips for preparing for results day. Best of luck everyone for Thursday. I'll be keeping my fingers crossed for you all. And remember, no matter what the outcome is, have a plan in place so you stay in control. Good luck everyone.